Hey everybody, I have a question for you. Okay, so as you know, I have gastroparesis, and right now I have a GJ tube that has been swapped out 15 times in the last year because the J tube keeps flipping for some reason. We don't know why. We haven't done any transit studies or anything to test, what's going on. The fact of the matter is, none of the tubes that I've had have lasted more than 2 weeks. Usually within the first 24 hours to a week, the tube has flipped and everything's in my stomach. The doctor has, very wisely, I guess, recommended that we split the G and the J tube. For those of you who don't know that, there would be the remaining, the stoma that I have right now, that would just, be my, G tube. That would just be left in there. And then there would be an extra tube that would go into my jejunum, and I would need an extra stoma for that. I think that also requires that I would have laparoscopic surgery instead of an endoscopic procedure. It's a bit more complicated. Now, I haven't talked much about this to my doctor, just because the 15-minute appointments that you get, and they run out of time, and they just no one has ever gone into any sort of detail with me about what this is like. So I really need the J tube in order to be able to get my, basically to get my medicines, because I use my G tube for drainage, and if I drain, within 5 hours or so, the medicine may still be in my stomach, and I can drain my medicine out. So having access to the J portion is just really important. So unfortunately, I've done a lot of research, and I've also seen a lot of people posted videos on TikTok and Facebook and just all over the place, who have said that they have had the J tube, the separate G and the J put in, and they regretted it more than anything that they've ever done in their lives. So I've seen these terrible drippage, coming out of their J stoma, and it's gone through 3 layers of gauze, like a t-shirt, and then a jacket or something like that. So it's tons of bile just pouring out. And if it's anything like the healing of the stoma that I have for my gastroparesis, for the GJ, the first thing that we tried, if the pain is anything like that, then I'm in for a hell of a lot more pain, which I'm not really looking forward to. And I know that if it's gonna actually help, then I'm willing to endure that pain. But if it's just going to flip 1,000 times, and I'm gonna be in the hospital every couple of months trying to get it fixed, then I want to know that. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. So if you happen to have a split G and a J, can you please tell me what your experience is like? Was it good? Did it help? How painful was it? How did it compare to just having the regular GJ? Or NJ, whatever it is that you have. Was it worth it, do you think? Were you still able to do things like exercise and sleep on your side, and were there any limitations that, it imposed upon you that you didn't have with the GJ? Just talk to me about it, because right now I'm scheduled to have just a GJ exchange in a couple of weeks, which is, the one of the 15 identical procedures that I've had over the past year that, haven't worked. And I know for sure that this will flip within 24 hours to a couple of days. So, like if that's what's gonna happen, then maybe it's not worth it. And I need to make that decision really fast so that I can get the appointment put down in the books, because my doctor is really hard to get a hold of and she's rarely available, and I need to be able to get a procedure down so that I don't have to wait another year, in order to have anything done to potentially be able to help me. I'm not getting my medication because it's like getting all sucked out, because I have to drain before giving myself medication, just to make sure that I don't get sick. And even if it does make me sick, then I have to convince my partner or my family member to take me to the hospital to have them look at it. And usually what that means is GJ. And right now the most recent GJs have just failed like crazy, and they're not working. So anyway, tell me, if you have it, was it worth it? Would you do it again? Are there any permanent problems that it has recalled? Please tell me. If there was anything that you do in order to help tolerate the extra stoma for the J, let me know. Just talk to me about it. I really need this advice, because I can't live like this forever. I'm starting to really get sick from not getting the medication that I need, and I'm miserable all of the time, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I don't want to live like that. No one wants to live like that. So anyway, share your experience. If you're willing to do that, then thank you. If you're not willing to do that, then that's okay. I understand this is hard to talk about. But still, if you can help me, I'd be super appreciative. Thank you very much. Mwah. I hope to hear from you guys.